Shedeur Sanders just dropped a massive hint at the East-West Shrine Bowl of where he is going to be playing football in the NFL. And in this video, we're not only going to watch that, we're going to break it down, and I also want to check out some of his film and show you exactly why I think he is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL as a rookie. However, before we dive into what he said and break it down, do me a favor, comment down below where do you think he would fit in the best as a player, but also where do you think he is going to get drafted. And with that being said, let's dive into some Shedeur Sanders film, and let's break down where and why I believe he's going to be a good player.
Now, being in this stadium is definitely fun. I know I'll play here very soon against the Cowboys. But nah, it's definitely a dream come true, being able to be at this bowl game, watching my brothers out there, watching my team.
Now, obviously, with him saying that, it doesn't mean he is for sure going to be going to the New York Giants to play the Dallas Cowboys twice a year. But one thing it tells me is I believe at one point in time, the Cowboys were intrigued of Deion Sanders and potentially bringing him in as the head coach, but also believe they were interested in potentially trading up to go and get Shedeur Sanders. I don't think that's a possibility anymore. And when you look at the draft board right now, I could definitely see the Tennessee Titans going either Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, or Cam Ward. I could definitely see one of those three going number 2. And I think Shedeur Sanders will be there at number 3 for the New York Football Giants. Now, do I think he is a good fit? Yes. Do I think he's a good player? Yes. Do I think that they should take him? Yes. Now, when you look at Shedeur Sanders, there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ups. There are some downs, but look at this play here. This is something that's special. I'll take myself off the screen. The first thing we notice, this safety starts to bite up, right? So as a quarterback, you expect one of two things, right? You maybe expect this guy to blitz in, or they're just going to shadow this guy with 2 defenders. But either way, this turns into a yes-no read for the quarterback, right? We have a one-on-one matchup here to the bottom side of the screen. We trust our wide receiver way more than their DB. So most of the time, if this guy bites up here and doesn't immediately drop back in this direction, we're going to throw this football right here. I don't care who it is. We like our guy. We're going to throw the ball. So we're going to have a 5-man scat protection. Slide to the left, man-to-man to the left or to the right. We'll break that down as well. We're basically going to see, again, 5-man scat protection. We're going to slide the offensive line left. We're going to have man-to-man. We're going to swing a guy around, which is actually going to initiate a little bit of pressure here on Shedeur Sanders, right? But at this moment, he is going to look over the middle. He's going to keep this safety in line instead of having him drop back to that right side, and then he's going to turn and fire a dart, right? Look at the ball placement here. Look at the ball placement of that throw right there. That is unbelievable. Not only do we manipulate this safety, because think about it, whenever you're in a zone coverage, guys, whether you have boom or boom, right, these guys, they have one job. It's to read the quarterback's eyes. Where are they looking? Most of the time, quarterbacks will tell you where they're going with the football by the way their eyes, their shoulders, their feet. He's going to look over the middle of the field. He's going to keep this guy kind of in line. He's going to open up a window to throw this one-on-one go ball. He's going to turn and fire. That is beautiful football. Beautiful football. Now, unbelievable throw. Now, one thing I wanted to get across to you guys is, no, he is for sure not going to go to the Giants. Like, it's not a staple. It's not a, put the nail in the coffin. It's not a definitely going to happen type of situation. But I do believe the Giants will take him. I do think it would happen. If he is available, I think they will take him. So unless Cam Ward gets injured or really tests bad during the combine or just does something really stupid, I think Shedeur Sanders will be available at 3 for the New York Giants. Now, is it a definite? No, it's not. Right? A team could trade up. For example, the Raiders could trade up to 2 and go get him. Who knows, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's a possibility. Now, here's another one I like here by Shedeur Sanders. We're going to show man. Let me take myself off the screen. Now, when you look at this defense right here, it looks like this is potentially man coverage all the way down with one of these linebackers on the running back, right? But this is going to turn into zone pretty quickly here, and Shedeur does a really good job not, kind of prematurely making the decision to throw this ball in man-to-man coverage, right? So it turns into a zone, and if this was man, you would see bite down, and then you'd see this corner kind of break wide open at this point in time. So he does a good job holding back, saying, okay, this is zone coverage. I cannot throw this football. And then watch how the pocket starts to collapse here. Not once does he panic. Not once does he, force his way outside the pocket. He stays inside, steps up into the pocket, but continues to look down the field. Yeah, he is a threat to run, so these second-level defenders are going to initiate getting up there. They're going to try to stop him, but he's going to continue to look into the end zone and find a guy absolutely wide open back there. Great job by Shedeur Sanders. And again, these are the things that make me excited about what he can bring as a quarterback in the future to a team like the Giants, who have desperately just needed to find a quarterback. And again, I think Shedeur will be there, and I think he will be their pick. Now, here's one of my favorite plays by Shedeur Sanders. Some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL are really good at manipulating defenses when they're in zone coverage. You look one way, you move them in that direction, and you throw it to where they were, right? You move them out of a spot and you find the opening, right? Now, Shedeur Sanders, like Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen, he can do that already, which is something that is a positive, right? They brought in a coach over there at Colorado who was teaching him terminology and whatnot, and has prepared him for moments like this. And before we dive into this play, actually, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you want more of these type of videos, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be breaking down Shedeur Sanders and the rest of the NFL draft throughout the entire process for the Giants, the Titans, the Browns, the Raiders, whoever it may be, right? We got you guys covered. So make sure you join the family. Again, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at this play. So what did we talk about a little while ago? Being able to manipulate defenses, being able to manipulate these linebackers. That is the one thing you could do specifically, right? So as we drop back, we're going to go through what you call a full field read. Okay, basically when you just look at all your options, you look at the coverage, you look at everything, right? And then you mentally take notes of what the coverage is in everywhere. Okay, so what we're going to do here is right away, we're going to understand this is zone coverage, because the first thing we notice is these guys are locked in on the quarterback, right? So all of these guys, they're all staring at the quarterback. That's their job. Look at the quarterback. They'll tell you where they want to go with the football, except the ones who can manipulate you, or Sanders being one of them. So again, he's going to drop back. He's going to look left, which is ultimately going to move this guy to the left side, knowing you have that quick out. We also are going to generate a cross throw over the middle. Now, watch what Shedeur Sanders is about to do. He's going to turn his head fully right? You can see he's looking at his guy, and now he's moving this linebacker in that direction. You might be saying, well, why is he doing that if now he's in that passing lane? Well, our goal is to get him over the middle of the field. This is wide open. Guys, this is wide open. So let's overlook it. Let's overlook it, right? Let's get him over there while our guy is getting behind him, right? So as this play develops, you're going to see his head doesn't move. He isn't scanned with the wide receiver. He keeps his head here, and then he throws it, right? You're going to see his head really swivel, right? He's still looking here, and he's loading up to the left or to the middle. Beautiful. Right over the ref's head. I mean, guys, this is next level stuff. This guy's still rotating in this direction. Flat-footed. Unbelievable. Great job by Shedeur Sanders. And also, didn't even talk about this, while with a guy in his face. Oh man, let's go Shedeur. Now, obviously, nothing is set in stone. Could he go to the Giants? Yes. Do I think the Giants would want him? Yes. Do I think he's a good fit with the Giants? Yes. But also, nothing is a solidified. Nothing is dominant, or nothing is, going to happen no matter what. Do the Raiders need a quarterback? Yes. Do they like Shedeur Sanders? Probably. I would assume so. Would they take him? Yes. Would the Titans take him? Probably. They could, right? So who knows? The Browns, even if Cam Ward goes 1, will the Browns take a quarterback? Maybe. But at the end of the day, I think the best fit would be the New York Giants. I really do. I think you have Tyrone Tracy, who I like out of the backfield a ton. You have, obviously, Malik Neighbors. You have Wan'Dale Robinson. You have Darius Slayton. You have Jalen Hyatt. You have weapons there, right? Theo Johnson, I think, is someone who could develop. You have a good tackle, right? So, I don't mind it. I think the Giants will be a good fit. Do they hire Deion Sanders right after getting Shedeur Sanders? I think that could be a possibility as well. So, let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.